up, YouTube? It's regular quick video. Back again with another episode of the First 15, the series where I bring you guys the first 15 minutes of a fragrance. And I'm going to start off telling you guys the truth. I found a buyer for this fragrance. Someone was looking for it. And this fragrance has been sitting on my shelf waiting for a full review. And I sort of didn't do a full review. Kind of sort of did it, but not really. Of the other one I had from this line. And so the fact that someone wanted to buy it, I was like, maybe I'll just do a quick little, first 15 episode and give you guys an idea of what this fragrance smells like. I'm hoping that I don't like it. That way I won't want to do an update. If this fragrance ends up being a lot better than I'm expecting it to be, then I might have to give it an update. We'll see. But I'm sort of breaking my rules again. I usually do samples on this series without having to show you the bottle. But I do have the bottle in full presentation. We'll go over that. And you guys know with this series, I don't do a lot of edits. I just go ahead and get right into it. So this fragrance is from a house called AmourOud. I think last time in the last video I was calling it AmourOud. I don't know why that was stuck on my brain, but AmourOud. And I'm guessing like amour, like love, amour. AmourOud. I don't know why I can't pronounce that, but you guys know what I'm saying. And it's called Whetstone. This is their I guess their fresh release from the house. I don't think they have others. Maybe they do, but I did Ombre Tabac or Tabac Ombre or whichever one that is that I did a video on with Brandon a few weeks ago. And I really liked that fragrance. It was nice. It kind of reminded me of a couple of other ones in my line, so I ended up getting rid of that one. But yes, like I mentioned before, I did have a seller or a buyer for this fragrance. And so I just want to hurry up and quickly check it out because this is going to be a first impression video. And I did blind buy this one. So Whetstone from the house of AmourOud is a aromatic fragrance released in 2019. I don't know the nose behind this fragrance. It is an eau de parfum concentration. So here is the presentation. Nice box here. We do have a little plaque here that has the name of the house. It does have, I guess, like a different distributing company or something on top here. It says AmourOud on the back. A little information on the bottom. Other than that, not much going on with this box. If you guys saw my other video, you know that it does come with a velvet pouch. This one is white. Does match the bottle. Very nice bottles in this house. Very heavy glass. Nice heavy cap here. Gold atomizer as well. I don't want to smell the top here just in case it leaked at all. So I'm going to hold off on showing that. So the notes for this fragrance. In the top, we have sea salt, lemon, and bergamot. In the mid, we have mineral notes, ginger, sage, and cardamom. And in the base, we have ambergris, oud, cedar, vetiver, and patchouli. A lot of heavy notes here. It does start off very fresh sounding, which I was very intrigued by. The sea salt, the lemon, and the bergamot sounds like going to be a very, very nice, fresh opening, which is always good. I don't mind mineral notes. But if it's over the top, that's one reason why I thought I might not like this fragrance, because sometimes mineral notes can go over the top and it ends up smelling like chlorine or something like that. It is called Whetstone, so I'm guessing it's going to be very minerally. It's going to come off like wet concrete or something, maybe even like some Narciso Rodriguez, Pour Homme. Also do remember Max Forti talking about this one. I think it was last summer. And he really put this one high on his list. So that's really what would put this one on the radar. When I saw somebody selling it, that's why I jumped on it. But yeah, so I'm going to give this fragrance a first impression. I don't really know too much more about this house. I do know that this is a 100 ml bottle. It sells for $210 on their website. I saw it for $179 on eBay. That was a brand new bottle, and they don't sell many of these on eBay in the States. You have to get them from overseas. So if you find one and you like it, so might as well pick it up. All right, so let's give this fragrance a first impression. Clean hand. A couple sprays. Here we go. Great sprayer on this bottle. A lot of juice. Okay. Definitely getting the mineral notes on top. This does remind me of something with those mineral notes. I can't quite remember which one it is, but I will think about it. But right now I'm getting the sea salt. Getting the lemon and the bergamot. So all the citrus notes. Very nice and fresh. Getting that mineral accord. It's not over the top, but it's there. I'm getting some, I guess it's going to be the cedar, although it doesn't smell like cedar that I'm used to. I'm getting some wood notes in this. But it smells nice. trying to think of the one this reminds me of. The mineral notes are very, very reminiscent to another one. But right now it's very sharp, very fresh, very sharp. Got the sea salt in there, so it kind of gives it that bit of that dryness. With the mineral notes is what I'm getting a lot right now. Now, I'm getting a wet cement type of thing. So yeah, wet stone. I did go on the website and it said wet stone accord. So I'm guessing that's the mineral notes, but I mean, pretty much what I'm getting right now. It's just that minerally freshness and saltiness. The ambergris starting to kick in. And this is like the fresh sort of ambergris that you get like in Creed Arolfa. Yeah, not a bad fragrance. It's nice and clean. It's very sharp. But I like the strength of this fragrance right now. I could easily turn, but yeah, this is just very, very fresh. It's almost fresh, soapy almost. Which I'm not mad at. You know, this would be perfect in the summertime, obviously. This is their fresh release. And it being $210, and I did get a really good price for this fragrance. It's almost full bottle, too. So, and it smells nice, and I don't have a lot of fresh fragrances in my collection that actually last a long time. Unfortunately, that kind of is the nature of the beast when it comes to fresh fragrances. They just don't last very long. You might come across a couple here and there that are going to actually have really good performance. But this is a very nice, fresh fragrance. Fresh is the key word here. It's almost effervescent. I'm getting the sea notes very strong. So the sea salt with the mineral notes really give this one an oceanside sort of. I'm picturing like waves crashing on a beach with like rocks, you know, and like that ambergris kind of gives it that sea saltiness and that freshness. Has that freshness I mentioned before from Arolfa, kind of a dry freshness, sea saltiness, like sea salt, like a beach air. You know, when you're in the beach or at the ocean air. This kind of has that, which I'm pretty impressed with this fragrance on that one. So, yeah, kind of a shame that I did a quick video on this one. Who knows? I might even do an update for this fragrance. But this is nice. It actually has oud in it as well, which is pretty funny, right? Because I don't get any oud in this, but the house is AmourOud. AmourOud. Once I got the armor in my head already, so I can't pronounce this one correctly. But the AmourOud, it has oud in the name, and so I thought it was funny they put oud in a fresh fragrance, but it does work. I mean, I know that Rainier, they did a fresh fragrance. I believe it was called Oud Rain, and they put oud in there with a bunch of like tropical fruits, and that one actually worked really well. And that was your typical oud, like your almost Middle Eastern oud that they mixed with fruit notes. I actually put that one back in my collection for the upcoming spring and summer because I got it in a swap, and I've been really wanting to put that one back in my collection after I did my video like 2 or 3 years ago. But yeah, this is nice. It doesn't really seem to be changing that much. It doesn't really seem to be going any certain directions, but I do like the freshness of it. And if this fragrance has any sort of performance, that's going to be key in the upcoming summer, because here in Texas it gets really hot. And honestly, hopefully, with hopefully the COVID numbers start going down and things start opening up more, and I wear like those neck gaiters, right? So like I feel dumb because I put fragrance on, but then I cover it up wearing a neck gaiter. So sometimes it's kind of pointless to wear fragrances. So I'm hoping by the summertime, I won't be having to wear a mask so much. We'll see what happens. Who knows? But yeah, right now definitely very fresh, very salty, very oceany. Mineral notes, woody, but overall it's just very, very seaside fresh, which is not a bad thing. Would I get tired of this fragrance after a while? Probably. Could I wear it every day? Probably not. But right now, this is nice. I honestly don't have anything in my collection that smells like this that I can think of. This dry and salty and minerally. So I don't know. I'm at a crossroads here, guys. Who knows? But right now, this is a nice fragrance. Is it going to change? Who knows? And I kind of want to just kind of change the format here, maybe, and maybe give an update with this fragrance. We'll see what happens. But for this first half of the video, either this is just going to be what I tell you, or I'll, maybe in a couple of minutes, or a minute, I'll jump in with an update. But right now, this is a nice fragrance. I think the performance is going to be key. If it lasts a long time on my skin and has good projection, I think we might have a winner here. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll have an update. But well, I'll talk to you in a minute, guys. So talk to you then.